3 or 4 on the play brings up 3rd down and 2. 3rd down, Canes. Pitch to Gare. Number 55, Ian Johnson Kelly. For the ball carrier. Ball carrier falls down. Loss of 3 on the play brings up 4th down and 5. 4th down, Canes. Number 7, open again. Quick hitch, complete. Good enough for a 1st down, 1st and 10 Pirates. Hurry up offense on the field. Number 2, the ball carrier, grabbed by 58, Jaron Hill. Joined in by number 57, Maximus Freeman. Gain of maybe 1 on the play brings up 2nd down and 9. Official timeout.
They'll let us bring somebody, but I don't know. I'm assuming that's what it is. Mouthpiece, maybe he's bleeding. They got to take care of it, but it looks like Mouthpiece says he's ready to roll now.
All right, so they'll readjust everything. 2nd down and 8. We'll reset it. Ed Guerriere, the running back. He will get the handoff straight up the middle and fights his way forward. We got a flag. That's going to be a hold.
I think it's going to be either holding or face mask on us.
Might have been a face mask. The way he turned, I'm going face mask.
But I love how the sideline judges called that from 30 yards away, and the interior umpire Cedric did not call that. So if it's a face mask, which it looks like it's going to be, that's how do you call that from 30 yards away as a sideline judge?
Well, I saw him make the turn. I got no issue with a face mask. I got a question. If they call this a horse collar, it's going to be hilarious to me. No, face mask. So that'll keep this drive moving forward, and Canes' defense was close to stopping it earlier, and again, only the first quarter. Pirates moving the ball down, and a better time than the present to stand tall and stop this Pirates offense from getting in the end zone. It's going to be eaten up the middle. He's going to be met immediately and taken down. It'll be Jaron Hill on the stop. It'll set up 2nd down and goal. Ball on the 5-yard line. Ed Guerriere offset to the left of Bryce Eaton, the quarterback. They'll hand it to the man in motion. He's going to walk in untouched. And that was Cameron Besserell. And the Pirates will go ahead 6-0 with 3:05 to go in the first quarter. Not much of an answer on that drive. We had one chance, Chad, and we get a slip. Things that, then there's a penalty, and things kind of unraveled a little bit. But we were there. We had guys in position from time to time, but we just didn't make the plays necessary.
Right. No, absolutely. And that's something you just got to follow. Look back on the film, adjust to that as we go forward. Whistle was blown here. We'll see what's called.
It's going to be offsides on the Hurricanes. Lined up offsides, and they're not going to move it. They'll take it on the kickoff. And the reason I say that is because the guy that kicks off for them can't kick it greater than about 35 yards. So anything you add is helpful for them.
Yeah.
Now they go for 2. Look at this. This will change everything.
Yeah, they
know they can't. They know they can't kick it very deep, so you turn around and go for 2.
Yeah.
My thing about it is I don't believe in chasing points, right? So in my opinion, you're chasing points, going for 2 early in the ball game. If you don't make it, you put yourself in a hole.
I agree with you there. And what is a yard?
Again,
what is yard and a half? I don't
for
know. Yard and a
them,
half.
maybe the odds are better going for 2 than they are kicking it, because if you watch the kid on film, he's not very good kicking a football.
Correct. Wet ball,
50-50.
snapper's got to snap it.
Yeah.
So a lot of things could go wrong there. Maybe they feel like they can run the ball in.
They
But
probably
you're
got just as
absolutely-
good of an opportunity to run it in here as they do to kick it.
Yeah, but if it doesn't go their way, you're absolutely right. You're way early. You can recover from this, but I agree with you. I think that
It's a
me,
big
I'm
point.
probably kicking.
It's either big on the plus side for you, or it's big on the negative side if you don't make it, right? I no more believe, I don't care where 7 is, I'm going to come press him at the line of scrimmage, because I got a funny feeling you're going to try and get it to him. It's either going to 7 or you're going to give it off to Gary Ayer trying to go off one side or the other, but I just, no way you do anything outside of that. Here we go. It's going to be eating himself, and he's going to be hit at the line. He gets in.
Too easy.
He walked in with no problem.
Yeah, too close there. Just too easy of a play.
So that'll make it 8-0. 3:05 to go first quarter. The Hurricanes trail, and no big deal. And as far as I'm concerned, last week we gave up 7 points on the opening drive and flipped the script, and everything worked out. That was the Pirates' second drive of the game. They go down, they score. Hey, it is part of it. We know they average 37 points a game. You're not going to keep them out of the end zone, so you're going to have to answer the other way. Going back deep for the Hurricanes will be Ramsey Cole. On the far side will be Bon Bean. On the near side is, well, now they're going to flip it. Bon Bean will come to this side, and they're going to send Corey Sanders to the far side. All you need is a little bit of a crease, and either 3 of these guys can take it to the house. Actually, 4, because you've got Keyshawn Smith up in front, and it's going to be Smith with a fair catch, taking it to 35. And
He fair caught it?
yeah, he did.
Yeah, shouldn't have. And he's a good athlete. Take that thing and go, baby.
That ball wasn't high enough to call for a fair catch.
Well, but they saw what we did. Obviously, we prepared for that on the other side with BJ, and they went to this side, which, hey, Keyshawn's just as good an athlete.
Exactly.
Let him go take it.
So now the Hurricanes are going offense at their own 35, trailing 8-0, 3:05 to go first quarter. It'll be Andrew Heidel, quarterback for the Hurricanes on this series. Continue to shuffle the 2 quarterbacks, 2 series apiece. This will be Andrew Heidel's first series. He'll go 3 receivers to the right. Single setback off to his left, Corey Sanders. This time he will hand off to Sanders. Nowhere to go. He'll fight forward for about 2 yards.
Good job there by Court. Really nothing there initially, and way to fight his fight for the 2 yards that he got. Just kind of testament to him and his drive and his power.
2nd down and 8.
Yeah, I know.
Hurricanes at their own 37-yard line. I'm tired of listening to those guys down below me for a minute. This time he'll send a man to the flat. It's going to be Corey Sanders. The ball is tipped. It's incomplete.
If he gets it out there and does not get tipped, I think Corey's got some running room there.
Got a little running room
When
for
he
sure. It's going to be turning into positive yards, but here we go again. What we thought was going to be a dry night is a wet night, and we seem to struggle handling the football, at least on the throwing side. We didn't throw the ball well last week.
Yeah,
and neither quarterback played well last week, to be honest with you.
Correct.
A couple of big plays, and that was it.
Brings him a big 3rd down here. We got to have it.
I think at some point in time you've got to, exercise other guys. Jaquez Randall, a guy who's come on in the last couple of weeks, we have not gone to yet. This time he'll send Sanders in motion. He'll throw an underneath screen and completely miss Ramsey Cole. He's there.
wide open, just
completely
absolutely
missed it.
throws him over the top. And that's Andrew's second throw of the game. And sometimes that when you're going back and forth to quarterback, sometimes it happens. He's not in a rhythm yet, but he's wide open, Ramsey Cole is, and I think probably at least gets the first down there. We had some blockers there setting up for that middle slip screen, but unfortunately brings up a fourth down for the Hurricanes.
Canes will punt again. It's Joey Coloniso. Back deep for the Pirates will be Juju Laguerre. Last time they got close to getting in there to block it. This time, good snap and barely gets it away again, and not a very good punt, as this punt is only going to be good for about 20 yards.
Yeah, I don't know what's up there with the punting. I don't know if he's a little gun shy because he feels some pressure coming on. I don't know what it is, but Joey's not punting like he normally punts.
Well, what I'm recognizing is two things are taking place. That ball is getting back there, not quite as crisp as it's been in the last couple of weeks. But once he's taking a very long time to get rid of it.
Yeah, it does seem like he's waiting a little bit.
Longer than normal. I mean, generally he's a one step and a half guy and getting rid of it tonight. And they are getting a very good push just straight up the middle.
Absolutely.
First down and 10. Pirates from their own 46, and it's going to be Guerriere straight up the middle, and he's going to pick off 9 on first down, setting up second down and 1.
Yeah, big gain there on first down, just right up the gut on us at a little trap play, and brings up a short and second. Watch something deep.
This time Eaton takes it, drives back. He's going to fire down the field. He's got a guy there. Good defense. It's going to be picked off. Intercepted Hurricanes. That is Yahir Diaz, and he played it just like a receiver at inside coverage, turnaround, and a great pick. And that's one of our best plays of the night, brought to you by Richardson Stinton Roofing. There was a flag on the play holding against the Pirates. That's declined, and the Canes will take over at their own 7-yard line.
Great job by Yahir there, guarding the guy on the seam, getting his head around and making a play on the ball up in the air. But typically, and I said, watch that deep ball, because typically you got a 2nd and 1. Let's go take a shot deep downfield, see if we can catch a defense off guard. We were not off guard. Yahir is there, and what a play, really running. And I tell people all the time, that's one of the hardest plays to make as a defensive secondary guy, running full speed to turn and look to see where a ball is and then try to make a play on that ball.
Oh, he covered that absolutely perfect. It almost looked like a receiver, really. I mean, he was stride for stride on the inside shoulder of the receiver. 1st and 10, Canes. This time Andrew will throw it in the flat. It's going to be caught by Kobe Keenan, and a positive gain, and the Canes will pick up. Let's see where they mark it. We'll say 4. It was on the near side all around the Pirates bench area. So second down and 6. 1:32 to go, first quarter.
Good positive play there, though. Gain of 4, that's almost like running an outside run, right?
Yep.
Outside run for 4 yards. Nice little pitch and catch there. Get Andrew acclimated to throwing the ball a little bit here with a wet ball and with elements.
8-0 Pirates of Port Charlotte lead the Manatee Hurricanes. Again, 1:32 to go in the first quarter. Canes on their own 11-yard line. This time he'll take it. He loses the ball trying to throw it, and that is unbelievable to me.
Just lost it as he was.
He's pulling it back to throw it, and as he gets it to cock it back, it just fell right out of his hand.
He's really lucky to even have the ball instead of having it fall to the ground. So I don't know if the ball's wet. I don't know if do we need to replace the ball, get a new ball. Maybe his towel's wet when he's wiping his hands. I don't know. But he has not done well so far here his first 2 series.
Well, the crazy part is it's wet. I get it. But last week was wetter than this week.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
The entire game, and we handled the ball very well. So see if we can correct this right here on 3rd down and 13. Andrew drops back under pressure, and it's deflected again as they try to set up a middle screen. And there's nothing there. And the middle screen is going to be unsuccessful when you just release like that.
Well, you can't let the defensive end right there, that Samuel Clairview stay. And he's a big guy. He's 6'4", 215. A 6'4" guy coming clean like that, his reach is almost 7 foot. You can't let him come unabated to the quarterback there and try to throw over top of him. That's a difficult throw.
You talk about difficult. Now you're in a dangerous situation. You'll stand on the back of the end zone, and they've become very close to blocking the last 2 punts. Here we go. Joey Coloniso awaits the snap. A good snap. He's going to get it away quickly, and this is going to be returnable. It's bobbled. Now the return man is going to take it. He's going to sidestep one. He's got opening room across the 30, 25, 20, and he's going to push it down around the 15-yard line and inside closer to the 13. Basically, we netted about 10 yards in that punt.
Yeah, good return there. Actually, after bobbling the catch is actually a really good return there from Port Charlotte. So, again, puts our defense already in the red zone and puts our defense in a really, really tough spot. We got to come back and respond. Turnover here, but another turnover would be nice. It's hard to go back to the well and say, hey, another turnover, but it'd be nice here from the defense.
Well, you're going to stand the test of time right here. I'd rather hold them right here and force them to a field goal attempt because I'm not convinced they can kick field goals. So at this point, it's going to be Gary Ayer, and he's going to walk across the middle and inside touchdown. Port Charlotte, and just like that, it's 14-0 Pirates.
Yeah, pretty easy there. Almost was not touched up until the last little bit there. And again, weak side. They ran it to weak side. They had a tight end and a wing and a wide receiver to our right, their left on the weak side into the boundary, and that's where they ran it. And that's where teams have been finding success against us, is against the weak side. And I think that's something we've got to adjust to. If we probably should have in weeks past, we got to adjust to now.
Here's the snap. The kick is up, and wasn't a pretty snap, but he got it down, and the kick is good. It's 15-0 Port Charlotte. And Chad, this has been an ugly first quarter of football, and I don't know. I don't have a whole lot to say, and I go down to Gene on the sidelines, and Gene, I don't know. I don't know if the emotion's there, what's going on, or is it just sloppy play? It's only going to take one play to make things flip around, that's for sure. So 15-0, 21 seconds to go in the first quarter. Let's see if this time, if they pooch it down here to Keyshawn, hopefully he doesn't call for the fair catch. You got to read how high it is to determine whether or not you want to do it. But should be a return on this play, and this time they're going to pooch it again, and this time Keyshawn's going to take it from the 32. He drops it and immediately hit and mishandled the football.
Yeah, mishandled it. I don't know how much further he gets, but regardless, again, I think some focus needs to come back to us as a football team. And I think, look, here's the thing I know. We've had some adversity this year. This is no different. We've responded to the adversity. So, my assumption is we're going to respond to the adversity yet again. And that's all we've got to do. And listen, this happens. How do we respond is the key as Quateri comes in at quarterback.
This time the Hurricanes will split 2 receivers to either side. 1st and 10 from their own 30. Quateri will fake the handoff, throw across the middle. It's Kobe Keenan across the 40 to the 44-yard line. First down, 14-yard pickup. And there, expose the middle of the field. They're going to come with a quick rush up the gut. Absolutely. They've been getting pressure back there.
Yeah.
Go right to where they're going to leave.
Find that open spot. Be comfortable back there and pitch and catch nice and big old target and Kobe Keenan. Great first down.
And that'll be the end of quarter one. The Pirates lead from Port Charlotte 15-0 over the Manatee Hurricanes. We'll come back with second quarter action. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Honey, I think the sink is leaking.
I can fix that.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm watching the video.
Online DIY videos can make the job look easy. But you can't trust everything you see on the internet. Lepensi Plumbing, Pools, and Air has been servicing Manatee County for over 30 years. You can trust Lepensi's team of professionals to get the job done right. Lepensi Plumbing, Pools, and Air, a reputation built on trust.
Second quarter, Hurricanes trail 15-0. Johnny Squitieri is the quarterback. We're waiting for the officials to finally set the football. Thought we had it at the right spot, but let's see what we're doing here. The ball set on the 45, and hey, give a quick shout out to Kyle and Sandy down there in the redneck end zone. Too cheap to pay for a ticket. They sit out there in the truck and watch. Kyle will tell me otherwise, but I know he gets paid well at Conley. He's got to be able to come in here and afford like a $7 ticket, for crying out loud. Here we go, first down and 10. 3 receivers to the right of Johnny. Johnny drops back, looking under pressure, steps up in the pocket, still under pressure, and he's going to go down. And the offensive line is not giving him any opportunity.
No, they're just not. No, absolutely. And there's some, I think this may be, a pretty good front four than what we've seen. But still, our offensive line's done a really good job this year, and we're not really answering that call per se right now. So we've got to step it up.
Second down and 18 after the sack. Maybe you're just going to have to say, look, I'm going to have to run, which we're doing now. You're going to go double tight end to create a little bit more protection.
Sure.
And say, listen, I feel confident enough with my 2 to 3 receivers to make things happen here. Johnny Squitieri under pressure again, and that's a hold. You're going to bring it back. Johnny's running, making a lot, and it's just a waste of a run, unfortunately, for Johnny Squitieri, because that was a clear hold. We all saw it from way up here.
Him. Yeah, offensive guard there just basically.
This is a huge loss. I mean.
Yeah, it's going to be just now going to be second and Anna Maria.
Oh, yeah. Not even the drawbridge. You literally going to have to get on the island.
You get across it.
Wow. That flag was 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and rightfully so. I mean,
yeah, no holding. And here's the thing, for Coach Green, you got nothing in the playbook for 2nd and 30.
We are now set at the 20-yard line. We have got to get to the Pirates 46. I mean, we started this drive at our own 44-yard line, and this is just good luck getting this. I throw it to one of your guys that can be a playmaker, and hopefully something goes right. Send Sanders in motion. He'll throw the underneath to Ramsey Cole, and he's trying to get away. Ball's loose, and it goes, fortunately, out of bounds, and that's the 3rd time we've put the ball on the deck.
I mean, gosh, that's the athlete you want the ball in his hands, though. If he can get an open field and he's gone, Ramsey can go. But, I don't know. I don't know. The defender coming and making the tackle, punches the ball out. I have no answer, right?
We haven't protected the ball well. So far, offensively, we've done nothing well. Defensively, we've done very little well.
Yeah.
I mean, this has clearly been the first half of the Port Charlotte Pirates. The Hurricanes have done nothing to put themselves into position to say, hey, we should be winning the football game. Third down and forever. Squitieri under center, and I think you just kind of give up, and he'll roll left. He's looking, and he's going to try to look like he was going to throw it, and there was nobody there. And that's probably for the better. It's probably an interception if you try to throw it downfield. There's nobody open. He tucks it and runs it forward for about a 7 or 8 yard gain, and that'll bring on the punting unit again for the Hurricanes, and they would continue to struggle.
Well, you definitely can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't have holding calls. You can't fumble the ball, and that's clearly what we've done the first half. We were lucky to not have our second turnover there. We had a turnover early on.
Oh, you hope turnovers go the other
punts.
way here sooner or later, right?
Absolutely.
They have not struggled handling the football yet. So Joey Coloniso to punt. A high snap. He'll barely get it away.
Wow,
nearly
we're
blocked
blocking
again, and that hit the – oh, we had nobody there. There's the first break we could have had. Hits one of the up guys for the Port Charlotte Pirates, and we had nobody there to
The problem with the punt team to me right now is we have not had pressure like this on our punt yet this year. So I don't know if it's something that Port Charlotte has seen, or we not doing something normally up front, and especially in the wedge. They're the shield, the three-man shield that we do. Are we further back? I can't see what we're doing anything differently we have in the weeks past to why all of a sudden we're having pressure on us. And is it maybe just team speed from them? I don't know.
Port Charlotte will start 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line, leading 15-0 over the Hurricanes. This time a handoff to Guerriere. He's got a little running room, and again, we miss an initial tackle. It would have been about a 1.5 yard gain, turns into a 3 yard gain. 2nd down and 7. This time they'll go 2 receivers to the right. They've had a lot of success. They'll go back to Guerriere again, and this time he's hit, but he still continues to push the pile forward. And
being physical.
We battled this last week with a physical back as well. I mean, it's one thing to hit a guy up high, but somebody's got to get down lower to stop the legs or what drives it. You got to find a way to stop what drives the engine. Now Guerriere comes out.
Brings a big 3rd down.
Julius Roach, he's a quality back as well. This time Eaton will keep it himself, and he'll have the 1st down.
How does that not hold?
And still pushing the pile forward. And we're just kind of playing a little bear hug game. We're really not nearly as physical as we were last week. We're getting there, and we're just kind of like, hey, well, I kind of hold on, and hopefully you don't push me any further.
Yeah.
Julius Roach offset to the left. Roach will get it. He'll take his first initial step off to the right side. He'll pick up 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8. Canes trailing, and I'm surprised as well as a lot of other people. They're down 15-0 at this point. We've had no offensive production. The defense has yet to have really an answer. Roach again. This time he's hit at the line. He bounces off. Nobody there to wrap it up. Unfortunately, he was losing his balance. Otherwise, he's got a lot of running.
Nobody there wrapping up. And that was Ladarius Thomas, our leading tackler, just bringing no hands. He brought a nice physical pop to it, but no hands to really wrap up Roach and take him down.
Julius Roach will check out. Ed Guerriere, the leading rusher for the Pirates, will come back in. This time, Eaton fires into flat, and it's going to be incomplete. And well, that's surprising, but they're going to go for it. There's no doubt.
Yeah, I agree. I think they'll go for it right here, which brings up a big 4th down for us here. Can you stop them here with a little better field position than we have been? So defense right here, got to come up big and make a play.
I think you got to go eventually come to some press coverage, which we look to be doing. Now all of a sudden the receiver, Justin Brazil, who has been breaking our backs the entire drive. They leave him way too open. They
holding
blocked
up the
it
middle.
off, and this time he's hit. The ball's loose, and it's going to be Guerriere to pick it up.
Yeah, they called
and he's
the
going to find a way to be trying to get the first down. He's short of it. You're going to decline the penalty.
Yeah, you're going to decline the penalty, take the first down, but a clear holding on Ian Johnson-Kelly, who kind of slid over in the 3 technique. Good job from him getting off the ball, but clear holding on him. And he's the one that ended up making the play and hitting the ball out of the quarterback.
What changed that around was that the linebacker slid out with Purcell.
Yeah.
He was open to begin with. He slid underneath that, took that pass away, which was huge because if he doesn't take the pass away, that's going to be completed in the first down. He slid out into the flat, took off the angle, and therefore allowed us enough time to make pressure and hit him. And unfortunately, again, though, they get the break if the ball falls back in their hands.
Yeah, and listen, hey, it falls eventually in one way or the other. Here's my thing. We've got to go back to what's our bread and butter. Our bread and butter is pounding the rock. We got to continue to run the ball with Corey Sanders, with Keyshawn. Continue to run the ball, continue what we do as an offense, and not panic. There's no reason to panic. We're only down 2 scores with halfway through the second quarter here.
A lot of time in a football game. Squitieri will hand off to Corey Sanders, and there's nothing there, and there's flags all in the middle, and guaranteed holding when it's thrown in that area.
Holding, maybe face mask, but that's a quick flag, and what is kind of in a scrum. I don't see a whole lot. I mean, I don't even know where they can see who was holding. It looks like it's on
going against them.
Face mask.
Wow, that's a 15-yarder as well. Personal foul, face mask. First down, an automatic first down for the Hurricanes, and that'll push it near midfield to the 49. That'll be our biggest play of the night.
Yeah. Listen, hey, I'll take it. I don't care if it's by the yellow hanky or not. Hey, you're moving the ball a little
something
bit.
to go in our
We got to
favor,
get some
right?
kind of juice moving. But again, run the rock. Do what we know. Corey Sanders is a great utility for it. Use him.
Johnny Squitieri will bring Kobe Keenum in motion. Fakes the handoff, throws in the he had Kevon Reddick there, and a good defensive play by the lineman. Just jumped up and batted it down. Spencer Swartz.
Yeah, great job. Great job there. Outside linebacker, maybe defensive end, whatever.
Good read on it.
Yeah, he just got up and got his hands up and batted it down. But you're right. He's wide open. Reddick's wide open there. Probably a first down if he completes it.
Hey, Johnny saw him. He delivered it. Just good defensive play. Second down and 10. This time he'll take it. He's going to pull it down himself, go forward for about 4. It'll bring up a 3rd and 6. That's Squitieri on the carry. Approaching 7 minutes to go, first half. Port Charlotte leading 15-0.
Biggest stat here for the Hurricanes: 5 third downs and no first down complete. We have not converted a third down yet in the game off of 5. This is our 5th attempt.
Becoming a trend, though. We weren't highly successful on third down either.
2 for 11 last week.
Yeah. I mean, it's becoming a bad trend. Squitieri drops back under pressure, fires down the middle. He's got Bon Bean. It's going to be caught. It is caught inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line, and a first down for the Hurricanes. A 37-yard strike from Johnny Squitieri to BJ. That's Bon Bean Jr. and the Canes are in the Pinch A Penny red zone. The perfect people for the perfect pool. That's Pinch A Penny, 3500 Manatee Avenue West.
Great great throw by Johnny Squitieri there. Put it over the safety to where Bon Bean can catch it. Great catch by BJ as he's going down for that big completion.
This time straight up the middle is Corey Sanders, and we finally had a little room up front. That offensive line opened a little bit of a hole. Bruno Gutschkow and Hayden Randolph.
All of a sudden, big play. Everybody's got to run down. You get a call in. All of a sudden, hey, now you got some momentum rolling on you. Hopefully we can convert this into a touchdown.
See if this offensive line can make something happen. Nico Rodriguez, Bruno Gutschkow, Hayden Randolph, Hayden Ridgely, and Xavier McKinney. Let's see if the big boys can move them off that line of scrimmage. Second down and 2. This time handoff. It's going to be Sanders. He's going to be very close. Might be
right
just a hair shy. We'll see where they mark it.
Right at the marker. If it's a right foot spot on our guy, it's a first down. If it's left foot, third down. Looks like third down.
Third and about a football. This time Johnny will go under center. And Port Charlotte is screaming for a timeout. They do get it.
They feel the momentum a little bit.
Yep. Port Charlotte takes a timeout. 5:22 to go in the first half. Port Charlotte leads 15-0. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC. And now we get a timeout. And the weird part is, how do you go from a timeout to a water break? I don't quite understand that. I mean, that's a double timeout. That
just had the water
sense.
break with the timeout.
Yeah.
It completes it, but,
Whatever. So we'll keep things here. 5:22 to go. We finally are starting to feel a little bit of momentum. The question is, do you go under center and just go with the quarterback sneak? Or do you go – because they got to be leaning that way, right?
Yeah.
Or do you try and do something a little bit out of the box and say, hey, they're going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If they do go inside that box, do we say, hey, we're going to pitch it out and try and beat it to the corner?
My problem is, though, you can say, hey, the safe thing is going under center and quarterback sneak, but we don't go under center a lot.
Not a lot.
So I don't necessarily like that. I'm okay with, hey, let's see if we can find one and then let's go under center next time. But it looks like we're going under center.
This time he's going to take. He's easily got the first down. Johnny Squitieri.
That's why I'm
across.
up here.
Exactly. You and I both. I mean, he went on a quick count too. They didn't quite. Port Charlotte didn't have a chance to get set, and so that'll set up a first down and goal for the Hurricanes. The ball will be placed on the 7-yard line.
Got to capitalize on this drive.
Corey Sanders offset to the right of quarterback Johnny Squitieri. Kobe Keenum in motion. It's a bad snap. The ball's still loose and finally pounces on it. And by golly, just when you got things going right, you get a horrible snap and a loss all the way back to the 16-yard line.
And that's the first bad snap at center we've had all year. And it doesn't come at probably the worst time.
That's exactly what USF is saying, too, about last week.
Right. It's the worst time to happen. Regroup. Got to regroup.
Clock running, 4:25 to go first half. It'll be second down and goal from the 17, actually 16. Squitieri under center. Now he's pressured. He's going to throw it in the flat. He's got a guy open, and there is a flag thrown. What was going to be a huge pickup is now a hold, and we're going to bring it back, and we're moving all the way out of even field goal range.
I just don't see the holding there. Wow. Corey comes up to help on the edge there and help with the defensive end. I don't see the holding, but
I don't want to say a whole lot, but I'm just here to tell you that there's certain individuals that just love this. Know that the game focuses around them, and I've seen him in baseball, I've seen him in football. It's the same guy who does it all the time, and it just is somewhat annoying to know. Hey, I know you're here, and the less I see you, the happier I am, and life revolves around him. That's all there is to it. Might have been a hold, but I'm about tired of seeing him. Second down and goal. I really have never called second down and goal from the 32, so this is interesting. See if the Canes can come up with a big play. You don't need it all, just get a little bit. It's time across the middle and incomplete, intended for
just a little too
Kobe
far.
Keenum. Yep.
Just a little too far. Kobe's open. Just a little bit too far to reach. If you catch it, it's a good play for us. Right now you're focusing on let's get some yards, maybe get back into some field goal range here possibly. But that the holding really just puts you, the momentum that was on your side really just puts you right back out of it.
Third down and goal from the 32. 33. I don't know. What do we need to get? I don't know. Get to the 20. Maybe got a shot with Joey.
Yep, gain about 13, 14 yards here.
Here's a snap. Johnny looking right. He's
Hands
and
in
it's
the
going to be
face.
knocked down incomplete. And he had no shot again. The offensive line is just getting destroyed up front.
Yeah, not playing well up front. And you know, I just particularly saw one, you know, defensive end hand right to the face of the O-line.
That was just a straight bull rush. That's all that is.
Yeah.
They're not doing anything fancy. That's just a straight bull rush.
Yeah, they're only bringing 4 guys. It's like they're blitzing 5, 6 guys. Is it hands to the face? Yes.
Oh, that's on the far side. It could be a hold. Yes, it is. It's a hold.
Well, we'll take that.
Still third down. I hear the guy below us. How's that make a difference in the play?
Well, it don't matter.
I don't kind of disagree with him because we were never looking that way, but you still can't hold. I mean, it is what it is. Third down. Squitieri looks left, fires in the middle. It's going to be caught by Bon Bean inside the 6 down to the 5, and it's going to set up a 4th and goal. And I think we're kind of at this point now where you almost got to go for it here, right?
Yeah, you know.
4th and goal, you got to take a shot.
I'm okay with going for it. If
Turn it over, they go 95. It is what it is. But I think right here you got to, and the offensive line's got to come up big and hold them out of here. They have got to stand up to that pressure up the
Try
middle.
making him jump off sides maybe once.
Here's a snap. He's going to look back. He's going to roll right. He's got running room. Run it,
Go,
Johnny.
baby,
Run
go.
it, Johnny. Now he's going to dump it. Incomplete.
Oh, gosh. He threw it behind the receiver. If he throws it in front, that was a good look. I think he could have run it, but that was a good look to throw it, but he threw it behind the receiver. It looks like it was Randall, Chuckwez Randall. If he throws it in front of him and leads him, it's him all day long. Looks like there's a flag, though. Pass interference. Yes, they held him.
Wow.
Maybe that's why he couldn't release
Holding
well.
Against the Pirates. And they call it 4th down again. Should be 1st down, right?
I don't know if that's automatic 1st down or not. I'm not entirely sure.
If it's in the end zone, it should be a 1st down. They're calling it 4th down, so Canes will get another shot. See if the offensive line can hold up here, and somebody just got to get a little free. Come on, Johnny, make it happen. There's a snap. Squitieri under pressure. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be incomplete. Straight up on top. He had
again.
Nope. Straight pressure.
Yeah, straight pressure
No
right
chance.
there from Samuel Cluesday. Just 6 foot. He's 6'4", 215. You can't miss him. He's coming off the edge. You have to protect that guy. You've got to have somebody on him. We cannot slide protection or whatever we're doing up front and leave that guy wide open coming at us. We've done it multiple times in the game, and he's disrupted multiple passes. We can't do that anymore.
So a turnover on downs, and the Port Charlotte Pirates will start on their own 3-yard line. 2:46 to go in the first half. Canes trail 15.
Killer.
Bryce Eaton, the quarterback for the Pirates, will hand off to Guerriere, and he's met at the line and nowhere to go. No gain on the play. He'll set up 2nd down. And, Gene, that's kind of disheartening to get all the way down there and not find your way in and really not have an answer for the pressure that's coming.
Well, you can't go backwards 30 yards to start out and then get up there. But what's disappointing is I think we see that the offensive line's getting whipped up pretty good right now. So I hope they're adjusting to that. And what they really need to do is hopefully the coaches are seeing that and will adjust to get outside quicker or rolling, because we've had some open receivers.
I can't disagree with you.
Great job. You know, that's actually, you're absolutely right, Gene. Let's get him out of the pocket, right? Let's use their pressure against them. Get Johnny out of the Johnny out of the pocket, whether Johnny or Andrew. Give him the pocket, and like you say, we got some open guys, and maybe if he's out there, he can create now, throw the open guys, or even take it himself.
2nd down and 10. 2:35 to go in the first half. Port Charlotte up 15-0. The Canes had a threatening moment there for a second, went backwards for a while, then get the ball all the way down to about the 3-yard line where they turned it over on downs. But See if they can keep the ball down here and get the ball back before this half ends. This time Eaton rolls out to his left, throws it out in the flat, and it's going to be caught, and that's enough for a
first down.
9-yard. They give him the first down right at the sticks, and a first down for the Pirates. And pretty good coverage on that play, though.
Yeah, you really can't complain too much. I mean,
No.
we're right there, and there's a good pitch and catch. The only thing you'd say is, hey, maybe protect the edge there a little bit so he can't get rolled out. But we had some pressure on Eaton, so it's not like he had all day. Just a good throw and catch.
They will wind this clock down as far as they can, and I don't blame them. Up 15-0. If you break a big one, then you may change your mind. But roll it down. He'll hand off to Guerriere. He's going to be hit. He'll get a gain of about a yard. 1:49 to go.
I think we got to start using our timeouts here.
Yeah, we just
Maybe
burned
stop
one
a
of
little
them,
bit.
so we've got 2 left.
We get a stop here of some no gain or
No
short
gain, I think you burn
I think you got to
it.
burn one.
Yeah. If nothing else, you come all out on a punt if you can get it to that 4th down situation. We have yet to force them into a punt, so they've gone for everything. 15 on the play clock.
As I go a little unbalanced over here to this side, short side of the field, bring up 51, their right tackle over here, shift the tight end over there. They're running this way.
Here we go. They'll
There it
give it
is.
to the jet sweep, and it's going to be Purcell with plenty of running room, and we just did not seal that one off. And that changes your game plan now. If you're Port Charlotte, as you move the ball all the way out to your own 45-yard line, 1st and 10, Pirates.
Yeah, you can see the unbalanced. They brought the other tackle over, removing the tight end out, and again, they're unbalanced yet again. 51 is their tight end over here. Run it this way, I'm assuming.
Here we go. Fake the handoff to Roach. This time Eaton steps up in the pocket. He's got running room, and he'll step out of bounds at the 49. That'll stop the clock with 52 seconds to go. But not before he picks up 5. 2nd down and 5. Good job by Bryce Eaton to read that. He saw there's nothing there. We had good pressure. We kind of made the pocket collapse. He just stepped up
he
into the
stepped
pocket.
up and found it and found the open lane.
2nd and 5, and
That's
too many men on the field. What are we doing?
Hello.
We got a false start, but if you've got 12 on the field and you run him off, you broke the
there's
huddle.
only 11. There was 11 and he ran off. Yeah, that's a different play I've never seen.
I've never seen the 11th guy run off either.
He was the 11th guy. And now they only got 10, right?
So we had a
Am I
lot
right?
of confusion. Yeah, because you got 5 linemen.
Yeah, 11. That's weird. So he was on the field and ran off and made it from 11 to 10. That's kind of
Question
crazy.
is, did the coach holler for him to
I don't
come
know.
off, or did he come off on his own? There's no telling. 2nd and 10. This time Eaton on there. He's going to be pressured by Ian Johnson. Kelly's boom! Ian
Good
Johnson
job.
Kelly levels him way back at the 35-yard line, and a loss of 10 on the play. Boy, he was seeking him out when he turned that corner. He's like, just stop and set your feet. And the quarterback slowed long enough, and he destroyed him.
But it's a good job on the front side where he's actually going. Looks like maybe a been.
I don't know why we don't burn a timeout here with 30 seconds just to force the punt.
Either Al Void or somebody there setting the edge to make the quarterback, to make Eaton stop there and can't roll to his right anymore, and that makes Ian Johnson Kelly go.
Well, I can't
Looks
believe
like they're
we're
gonna run it
happy
out.
enough to leave here at 15-0. I would have. Now they're going to hustle back on the field to try and make us look like we're going to run a play. I'm not sure they will. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and that'll do it for the half. So the first half, 15-0. We're going to go down to Gene as he looks for Coach Jaquez Green to catch him as he goes into the locker room. The Canes trail 15-0. And Gene, we'll take it down to you.
All right, thank you, guys. Coach, our strength all year has been our defensive line and our offensive line. Feel pretty good tonight. That's kind of letting us down a little bit. What do we got to do for the second half?
We're not aligned and we're working dang up front right now. The strength call not being made correctly. Hopefully we get that figured out at halftime. We got to tackle Baylor. That's too big of a back close to try to grab. We got to put our pads on him and get him on the ground.
Yeah, and I think that we're in this game. It's nothing, but we just got to come out and play a little focused.
We just got to play better, man. We started out bad. They had great field position. They was playing on our end of the field most of the half. We got to just stop in the second half and flip the field position.
Good luck in the second half, Coach.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Gene. It's, again, 15-0. Pirates lead over the Hurricanes. We're going to have the halftime highlights with Joe Weaver back at the studio. We'll hear from one of our coaches during the half as well. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Are you looking
Our greatest joy is serving in the community in which we live.
Don't choose our firm so we can boast how big we are or tell everyone how many millions of dollars we've won for our clients.
At Carl Reynolds Law, you won't be just another feather in our cap.
Choose Carl Reynolds Law and become part of our family so we can continue to give back to the community we love.
Carl Reynolds Law, because injuries are personal. Visit us at injuriesarepersonal.com.
Every great team has a coach that leads them to victory. Offense, defense, special teams. The coaching staff knows that it takes a full team effort in order to be successful. At Williams Wealth Management Group, we help our clients implement their strategic plan. We take a 360-degree approach to help our clients meet their personal goals. My wife Helene and I are proud Manatee High School graduates, and we love our community that we're raising our family in. At Williams Wealth Management Group, our services are more than money.
They say life is better on the water, where the only measure of time is the disappearing tide and the sound of fishermen returning from a long day's work. That's where you'll find Swordfish Grill, nestled along the quiet Gulf Coast in Florida's oldest fishing village. This is a place to relax, to unwind, and enjoy freshly caught seafood. They say life's better on the water. We couldn't agree more. Swordfish Grill and Tiki Bar, located in Cortez, Florida's oldest fishing village.
Manatee Memorial Hospital is available 24/7 with high-quality treatment at our expanded emergency care center. As an accredited chest pain center by the American College of Cardiology and with a comprehensive stroke certification from Healthcare Facilities Accreditation Program, our caring team will be ready when you arrive. Remember, if you experience symptoms of a possible heart attack or stroke, quickly call 911. Visit manateememorial.com for more information.
Your business pulls you in a lot of different directions. Managing HR is just one of them. But you never know what questions may arise. What if you had a team to turn to that could take the guesswork out of HR, save you time by researching the answers for you, and help protect your business? One made up of friendly, approachable HR professionals dedicated to helping people just like you find the HR information they need, no matter what size your business is or the
For over 45 years, Coastal Orthopedics has been proudly serving Manatee and Sarasota counties. We provide the very latest in orthopedic technology to keep our patients active and healthy. Our mission is to improve the quality of life of our patients and their families while fostering a culture of excellence in all aspects of our professions. Our physicians and staff focus on personalized patient-centered care by customizing a treatment plan for your specific needs. We treat you better. Coastal Orthopedics.
Pinch A Penny has been trusted as your community's local pool store for over 45 years. Whether you're looking for the right equipment to keep your pool running smoothly, a free water test, or advice on getting your water chemistry balanced, Pinch A Penny is your one-stop shop for maintaining a perfect pool. Plus, Pinch A Penny Pool Service can keep your pool looking great any time of year, which means you can spend less time skimming and more time swimming. To learn more about all the services Pinch A Penny offers, check out pinchapenny.com.
Are you injured and need legal representation? At Legler, Murphy, and Battaglia, we know that trust is important and that you need a personal injury or workers' comp attorney who will listen to you.
Here's how we do it. We personally meet with you and listen to what you have to say. We get to work immediately while keeping you informed. You get to focus on healing, leaving the rest to us.
We may not be loud or flashy, but we know how to get results. Call now for a free consultation. Legler, Murphy, and Battaglia. All injuries.
GML Coating is Manatee County's concrete restoration coating source. Taking care of Manatee County for over 15 years, we live, work, and play right here in Manatee County. Making sure the job is done right is our #1 priority. Manhole and lift station rehabilitation, wastewater treatment plant infrastructure, and stormwater infrastructure is a vital part of our community. When it's time for the best, our dedicated staff is here for you. GML Coatings is proud to be Manatee.
Looking to get the most out of your trade? You'll find it at Firkins. Firkins Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Trade into a new 2022 Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram, and we'll pay you top dollar for your vehicle. During the Make This the Summer event, whatever is in your garage, we're buying at Firkins Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and we'll pay you top dollar for your vehicle at Firkins Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Bradenton.
We'd also like to thank our media booth dessert sponsor tonight, the Shake Pit. Some of the best shakes in town go to the Shake Pit. Idaho with a kickoff. Number 10 return taken out by number 22, Keyshawn Smith. Ball side down the 24-yard line.
They had the big run, obviously, by Guerriere, but other than that, they haven't really done crazy amount of run. You take away the 60-yarder. We've got to be able to stop that run, but we also got to be able to stop the dink and dunk passing they've been able to do, stop the turnovers on offense, stop the penalties on offense, and let's get back to where we've been playing Hurricane football the past 4 games.
So they actually will set the ball on the 24-yard line. The Pirates will start there in their own end, going right to left, 1st and 10. Bryce Eaton, the quarterback. He will set his offense. It'll be Ed Guerriere in the backfield. The Guerriere with the carry, and he's going to be met by Max Freeman right away.
Great job by Max, seeing it, filling it, and going. Great job there. Now let's say keep it up.
Gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Pirates. Leading 15-0. The second half just underway here at Joe Canaan Field at Hawkins Stadium. The gun takes it, rolls right, trying to buy some time, throws it in the flat, underthrows his intended receiver. Again, a lot of space.
But he's open, and that's a concern. The concern is he's open, and there he goes. So 35's out at corner. Duke Dunbar comes in at corner. Obviously, he's playing the coverage wrong there. That's why he's pulled to be able to learn it on the sideline. But now he brings up a 3rd and 9 here. They haven't been a huge lot of 3rd and longs. They've been in this their 5th 3rd down of the game. We got to be able to stop them here as they go trips on one side. Watch a weak run or something going this way, though.
Number 7 has been their go-to guy in these short situations. This time Eaton gets it. He rolls out. He's going to throw in the flat. It's going to be tipped away and almost intercepted. And on the far side defensively, you hear Diaz very close, and it'll force the first punting situation by the Pirates tonight, and a good job defensively.
The only better defensive job we could have done there is make that pick right there, right? And then get the ball back in short field position. Their first punt of the night, their special teams are not all that great. I think that was we were inspired there. That's an inspired defensive effort right there. We just got to continue that for the next 5, 6, 7 series as we see the defense.
Shake things up. It'll be Keyshawn Smith and Von Bean Jr. back to return this punt.
Get away from it.
So
it hit our guy.
Oh my goodness!
Is that not a bad? I mean, any bad more bounce we could possibly. It hits our back, and they get it. It hit their back earlier, and we didn't get it. I don't know what else you can. I mean, that's That's nobody's fault there.
Unbelievable. No, you're down there trying to do your job.
Gene, what'd you see?
Yeah.
No.
Well, if I put any blame anywhere on anything, first of all, we're too deep. Again, I go back to watching film. He can't punt the ball as far as we were back.
Right.
It's impossible to be that far deep thinking, I'm going to take my chances that he can't get over my head. Big break for the Pirates. They'll take over in Manatee territory at the 49.
One guy you can hit in the back. He does.
This time it is eaten into the flat. Purcell is going to take it and get around the first guy. He's got off to the races. A good block out here, and they will score just in a pass in the flat, and that will extend it to 21-0 Pirates.
Little 50-yard little bubble there, and again, I think that we are not covered well there. We've got a corner on the wide receiver, their slot receiver. We have a safety about 10 yards back there, and that's it. Everybody else was inside, the running zone there, and we were not ready for that play. You're left there really with one-on-one matchup. You hear coming down from a safety standpoint, 10, 15 yards deep, and having to make a play on Bercia, and Burcell is a good athlete, and he makes him miss, and he's off to the races.
Barghausen on for the extra point for the Pirates. The snap is there, the hold is good, and the kick is good. That'll make it 22-0. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC. Hit one of our defenders going down to do his job, just hit him in the back. He had no idea the ball was there. Hits him in the back. They recover it at their own 49, and one pass play later, they're in the end zone, they being the Pirates, and extend the lead to 22-0. And the Hurricanes got to find some way to get something going, and still haven't had an
maybe it's a return
play.
here. Maybe it's a return here. Good big return, get some momentum rolling.
Be Ramsey Cole on the return. He's trying to find a seam, and he'll push it out. And the ball came loose.
He was down. He was down. He was down.
Could we not find
He was down.
any
They're calling.
other way?
White Hat's calling down. White Hat's
there
calling
we go.
down. He was definitely down. Golly. There's no way. He was absolutely down. All right, now offensively, hey, good fields there at the 45-yard line. Now we've got to do something offensively. Listen, we have plenty of time. We don't need to go away from run the ball.
No.
I felt like at some points we kind of got away from run the ball there. I still think running the ball is where we're going to win games. Put it into Corey's hands and let him go.
Andrew Heidel will bring the offense to the line here. First drive of the second half for the Canes, starting at their own 45. And we have whistles everywhere. False start against Manatee will back them up 5 for a 1st and 15.
35 yards now total, not yardage, but penalty-wise, 35. I think it's been more yardage than that, unfortunately, where we've gotten the holding calls and things like that. We got to clean up penalties, though. We can't continue to move ourselves backwards to try to go forward. That's for sure.
1st and 15 now for the Canes. Heidel takes the snap, drops back, looking. Nobody open, and he's finally going to throw it. He's got a man, finally gets
Good
away.
job.
It's going to be Kevon Reddick, 15-yard pickup right at the sticks. They're going to mark him just shy, about a football away, so we'll give him 14. 2nd down and 1. Actually less than 1 here.
This is a good time, though. 2nd and 1. Well, I guess nothing's really guaranteed. So maybe you don't go for a deep play here. Just go get the first down the way we've been playing in the first half.
Under center is Andrew Heidel.
Oh, they moved.
He's offside. That'll be 5 yards the easy way, and that'll pick up the first down for the Hurricanes. Move the ball down to the 40-yard line of the Pirates.
We'll take it. So good job there. Let's go. First down. Now we got the ball inside the Pirates right there at the 40-yard line. See if we can go do something with it.
Corey Sanders offset of Andrew Heidel. Heidel takes the snap. Dropping, looking, fires. He's got Bon Bean at the 32, pushes forward
Good job,
across
Bon.
the 30, and that's where they'll stop him, enough for a first down.
Good job, Bon.
Good throw and catch. Just sat down in the soft part of the zone.
Sat down in the open part there, and he didn't have the first down to catch. Way to continue to push and drive his feet as a couple different defensive guys came, and he really drove past for another yard or two to get that first down.
Jaquez Randall will check in at the receiving corps now. We'll go 2 receivers either side. Here goes Heidel, takes it, throws it across the middle, and it's incomplete. The ball was tipped. We got a flag right in the middle of the field. And
yeah, look at it was tipped, obviously, from the line of scrimmage. Kobe was open, although it looked like maybe may have been some contact on him. I don't know what the flag is.
It's going to be.
Look, it's on them.
We'll see. They're pointing against the Pirates. Let's see. Now they're going to say ineligible man downfield.
Nope, but they're going the other way.
Marking the other direction.
All right.
How you get ineligible man? We move 5 yards.
Nope.
Now he's going to fix it.
He's like, wait a minute. I went the wrong way.
There we go.
Almighty.
I don't know how you get downfield unless
on a quick
you
pass
had,
like that, unless he was
you
covered.
didn't know the play,
or Keenan was covered maybe, and he went out for a pass.
Correct.
It was a catch and throw. There's no way an offensive lineman was 2 yards down.
Stacked 2 receivers on both sides here. Heidel takes it, hands off to Corey Sanders up the middle, and he's got nothing there. He'll get 2 yards. It was smothered quickly, and Port Charlotte has had an answer for every offensive play the Canes have tried to run tonight.
Yeah, you think a little bit as you're throwing the ball a little bit, you think the lanes and running plays would start opening up, and they really have not. That goes to a couple things. I think their defensive linemen are pretty dang good, 98, 33, 11. I think their linebackers are pretty darn good, and I don't think we're doing as good a job up front as what we have seen the last 4 weeks.
2nd and 14. Heidel out of the gun. Takes the snap, drops back, looks, he'll fire deep, and it's going to be well overthrown and nowhere close to being a completed pass.
It seemed like a little miscommunication there. It looks like he thought he was going to run a corner route. Reddick thought he was going to run a post. Reddick thought he was supposed to run a post. Angie threw a corner route there, so a little miscommunication there, which brings up now a 3rd and 14, 15 for the Hurricanes. I think right here, in my opinion, this is a 4-down territory. You don't have to get it all right now. Let's get a big chunk and then be able to go for it on 4th.
A lot of personnel changes there for the Hurricanes. They'll go 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. He'll bring Ramsey Cole in motion. They will hand it to Ramsey, and there's nothing there at all. They completely snuffed that out. No gain, and it'll bring up 4th down and likely a punting situation. I just don't see where you can really go for it in this situation. You got to try and pin them back and hope your defense can come up with something.
No, I agree with you now. You didn't pick up anything. You got to punt the ball. Try to get him in a now they've got to go 95 yards again. Hopefully you get it inside the 10-yard line, somewhere down and in there, and they got to go deep.
Joey Coloniso will stand at his own 48. Wait the snap from Wesley Choate. Here's the snap, and Coloniso will just tap it down there, hits at the 15, rolls down around the 11, and that's where the Pirates will start out. Hey, you pin them inside the 20, would like to get inside the 10, but hey, that's
right there at 11
positive.
yard, not the worst punt ever, and I agree with you. It's better than going in the end zone, that's for sure. But now you ask the defense to come back out and try to make a play again. And offensively, we just have not answered the call yet by putting 0, of course, on the board. So hopefully defensively we can have some kind of play here. Get them 3 and out again, possibly. You had the freak way the ball hits a return man like that in the back, but hopefully the defense can step up.
1st and 10. Pirates from their own 12-yard line. I'm sorry. This will be a pitch to Gary Air to the left. He gets out of the first tackle, clears across the 20, across the 25. Finally taken down around the 32, and just like that, they go from being in trouble to plenty of working.
And again, weak side run there towards the boundary, running a toss, had 2 guys on the other side. They've obviously found something, and another, instead of a tight end, they're putting in a tackle at 51.
This time, Julius Roach up the middle. He fights through the first group. He'll pick up 11. That time they went on a quick movement, and we just weren't ready. We had not got set at all. The Hurricanes, they just got to pick their heads up.
Yeah, momentum is definitely on the Pirates side right now.
Pitch back to Roach again. Roach from the 40, and that's going to be a hold. And that flag was thrown at the 40, so that will back them up 10 from there, set it on around the 30-yard line if, in fact, that's where they take it from.
But, again, running weak side. So I know I sound like a broken record. But, they're running to the weak side. They found something. Now, Duron Jean did a better job there of setting the edge. And, obviously, they were cheating. They held. And that's how they got the edge on that one. But we've got to find some way to counter this weak side attack that they're doing running the ball.
1st and 23. Pirates moved all the way back to their own 30 after the holding penalty.
Watch the tight end down here. They're an empty. Watch the tight end. Alan's calling it too.
Bryce Heaton. Pirates quarterback takes the snap, rolls right under pressure, and he's going to be taken down.
Oh, you cannot call that. They just called the horse collar.
That wasn't a horse collar. He was
he
the
called
pads.
the horse collar. He called the horse collar. Unbelievable. That is unbelievable. That was not a horse collar at all. Oh, that's terrible.
They're going to call a personal foul.
Automatic first down after the 15-yard penalty. That would have set them up with 2nd down in Onico, and
yeah, he got him right on the jersey. Didn't reach underneath it. He just got the jersey, but unfortunately, that's what this guy saw, and it's sad.
That it is, Gene. Nothing going the Canes' way tonight. Finally get a positive play, and turned out that they eat you up. So now they'll no gain on the play. Will set up 2nd down. Should be. I hear the guy down below.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, it should be 2nd and 10.
I'm not going to say anything.
I'm not either, because they never move the markers on the sideline. So. Actually, you go back and do it. I don't know the horse collar is an automatic first. That was first down they ran on too. So,
I don't know. I don't know that either. But 2nd and long. Let's see if we can stop him.
Here we go, and Eaton drops back, sets up the screen. The ball's tipped, and
great job by
Tyreek coming back to stop that play. It'll set up a 3rd down and long for the Pirates. 3rd and 14.
Great
6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
That's a big fella turning and running that down. Because if he doesn't make that play, Guerrier catches, goes about another 6-7 yards there. So what a great job to bring up this 3rd down and long now. Let's go get it.
I mean, at some point, they're running safe plays, right? Everything's going to be short. I got to say, listen, I'm going to challenge you to try and get up over the top, which up 22-0, I don't expect them to do that. They're going to stay underneath. This time he fakes underneath. He's going to throw one in the flat, and it's going to be almost picked off. Almost picked off by Duron Jean, and that'll bring on another punting situation. Let's see if we don't catch a bad break on this one. Get something to go the right way. 5:35 to go in the 3rd quarter. Hurricanes trail 22-0. Yeah, I'm as surprised as everybody else that may be listening now. 22-0. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I never thought it. Offensively, we just have not been able to put anything together. and really penalties have really hurt us offensively.
We got a stoppage of play on the field for a water break. We'll take a timeout as well. 22-0 Pirates lead, 5:35 to go in the third quarter. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Our greatest joy is serving in the community in which we live.
Don't choose our firm so we can boast how big we are or tell everyone how many millions of dollars we've won for our clients.
At Carl Reynolds Law, you won't be just another feather in our cap.
Choose Carl Reynolds Law and become part of our family so we can continue to give back to the community we love.
Carl Reynolds Law, because injuries are personal. Visit us at injuriesarepersonal.com.
Go. And the Pirates get the snap off. They'll punt it away, and it will hit and roll out of bounds around the 31-yard line, and that's where the Hurricanes will start this drive from their own 31, trailing 22-0 with 5:28 to go in the third quarter. Hey, a lot of game. We've had bad breaks all night. Sooner or later, you got to think the ball's going to bounce your way.
And we know we can quick strike.
Yeah.
We know we can quick strike for touchdowns. So by any means, the game is not out of reach.
No.
We just got to do something offensively, by any means, just to get the defense some rest.
Andrew Heidel will send Sanders in motion. He throws it in the flat and underthrows him.
Short.
Underthrows him, and that's just not getting your feet set. He's kind of still moving his feet. Got a little pressure coming at him, but that's one of those things that you're going to throw it in the flat. You had that one, or you had to go to Kobe Keenan, who actually was down the seam open for a brief moment. Second down and 10. We'll bring Ramsey Cole in motion. He will fake the handoff, and Heidel keeps it himself. And I don't even know, Chad, if he gives it, if there's anything there either. That's just a 2-yard pickup. Bring up 3rd and 8.
Another third down. That's 9. This is the 9th third down. Excuse me. Yeah, 9th third down for the Hurricanes. Only have 2 conversions. So, again, another bad stat that we've had 2 weeks in a row now that we have not converted third downs well. I know we practice it every week, third down period. So we got to do a better job of executing on third down.
3rd and 8. Heidel takes a snap, looking right. There's nobody open. Now he throws it across and almost intercepted.
He had the right guy. BJ is beyond. You just got to throw it up a little bit.
Yep.
It almost like he was throwing to the defender. You throw that up a little bit further, and I think BJ takes that and he's gone to the house.
So the Canes will come on to punt yet again. We've only had really one opportunity to score tonight. We get down there, we backed ourselves all the way out on penalties, and then turn it over on downs where we had a 4th and goal opportunity from about the 3. Coloniso on the punt. Here's a snap, good snap, and Joey gets it away and gets an end-over-end. And finally, ball's loose, and
we got it.
Got it.
Yes,
Hurricanes recover the punt that is fumbled, and that's the break the Hurricanes have needed to get some momentum rolling. They'll take over at the Port Charlotte 23-yard line.
Oh, baby, that's what we need. That's what we need. Great job there by the punt team. Great coverage there. Good job. That's the momentum. You need something to spark it, something to get the momentum on your side. And this may be it right here. Hey, offense has got the best field position we've had to start a drive. Let's put this one in there and score.
Johnny Squitieri on as the quarterback now. Send 2 receivers to the right. Johnny will hand off up the middle, and Corey is met immediately by Samuel Clergist.
That's okay. Gain of a couple. You got to continue to run the ball. Eventually, you hope that breaks, right? Eventually, you hope that breaks. Or you do it enough to where you can do some play action from it.
We just really haven't had an answer for Samuel Clergist up there. That guy has been all over the place.
Absolutely.
We don't have height and weight on him, but he is a big individual. Tall. Covers a lot of ground. Under center, Squitieri fakes the handoff, rolls right. He's looking. He's got nobody open.
Nice
He'll turn
job,
it up himself. Sidesteps one across the 10 to the 5, down to the 3 to the 2, and it'll be first and goal. Hurricanes, they'll set it on the 1, a 21-yard pickup, and the Canes are in the Pinch a Penny red zone. Pinch a Penny has all of your pool and spa supplies. Pinch a Penny has the perfect people for the perfect pool. That's Pinch a Penny, 3500 Manatee Avenue West.
And we haven't run the ball great, but way to go there. Outside zone play, booted it, and ran, didn't find anything there. Good heads-up play by Johnny to just take it.
Oh, my goodness.
And then we jump. Or did they jump? I don't know.
We did. We jumped. We go heavy, and we jumped off the left side.
God, shooting ourselves in the foot over and over again tonight.
It's kind of weird, though, and I say we jumped, but I see our offensive line. Our center is actually pointing at their defense as if they barked something out.
Yeah, they're yelling. It looks like they're saying they're barking. Yeah, I can see some guys saying, no, listen to them. No, they didn't get them, so.
No, they didn't. And, again, stay set until you know what's going on, right? So that'll back it up to first and goal. We go from the 1 to the 6. Canes will stay heavy. This is going to be Corey Sanders. He's going to walk across end zone. Touchdown. Corey Sanders from 6 yards out, and the Canes are finally in pay dirt, 22-6.
Great job there. You know what I love? Stay in the heavy and go. Looks like we have somebody hurt. That's Nico. That's our right tackle. That does not look good.
That is not good. He's reaching
for his ankle. Yep. It looks like his knee or ankle is not. Oh, that does not look good. Even Port Charlotte guys reacted like, you got to get over here now.
While they tend to Nico down on the field, hopefully things will be right. We'll take a timeout as well after Corey Sanders scores from 6 yards out, 22-6, 3:04 to go, third quarter. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Manatee Memorial Hospital is available 24/7 with high-quality treatment at our expanded emergency care center. As an accredited chest pain center by the American College of Cardiology and with a comprehensive stroke certification from Healthcare Facilities Accreditation Program, our caring team will be ready when you arrive. Remember, if you experience symptoms of a possible heart attack or stroke, quickly call 911. Visit manateememorial.com for more information.
Hurricanes just get in the end zone on a 6-yard scoring run by Corey Sanders to cut the lead to 22-6. Joey Coloniso coming on for the point after attempt. All of your scoring recaps brought to you by Howard Leasing. Howard Leasing, the trusted PEO in Manatee County. Go and see Chuck Howard and let him take care of all of your HR, work comp, and payroll needs. That's Howard Leasing, Manatee Avenue West. Everything's on Manatee Avenue nowadays.
Yep.
Along
right.
with all the traffic.
All the traffic.
Joey Coloniso waiting to attempt it. It's a snap that gets away from Bon Bean and went right through his hands. No, perfect snap. Just went right through his hands. Almost like he took his eye off at the last second.
Yeah.
So the point after attempt is no good, and that really kind of backs you in the corner because now it's two-point conversions to get yourself back into a tying situation. But hey, we caught one break. Let's see if we can catch a couple more as we go along.
Scoring recap there. Obviously only real quick on 23 yards on 3 plays, 3 runs. There, obviously, one looked like it'd be a pass, but Johnny took it himself. Ended up with a 6-yard touchdown run by Corey Sanders to now make the lead for the Pirates 22-6. All scoring recaps are brought to you by Howard Leasing, trusted PEO that'll manage your payroll, workers' comp, HR, employee benefits, so you don't have to. 6302 Manatee Avenue West is where you can visit them. All game stats brought to you by Cablish and Gentle CPAs. 40 years in Manatee. Go visit them at cablishandgentlecpas.com.
Andrew Heidel on for the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff. He's going to hang it high. It's going to be taken at the 13-yard line. And it's going to be Julius Roach working his way across the 25, down about the 26-yard line. And Hurricanes pretty good coverage downfield.
Yeah, very good coverage there. And, we got to do a good job here of defensively just coming back out, making them go 3 and out again, give the offense the ball back, see what we can do.
22-6 our score. 2:56 to go, third quarter. Bryce Eaton. Expect we'll see a heavy dose of the junior Ed Guerriere. Ed Guerriere. Run the ball pretty effective here tonight. He will hand off to Guerriere up the middle, and he's going to keep fighting forward. He went from what looked to be about a 2-yard gain to a 4-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, it looks like they're going no huddle, trying to go up tempo on us.
This time they will hand a jet sweep.
Great
Purcell,
job,
he's going to be
Tez.
snuffed out. Tez McDowell on the stop. Also Ian Johnson-Kelly, and he ate up one of the receivers.
Looks like he's hurt.
Yeah, he's down, unfortunately. Sal Keene. He just kind of got caught up in the melee right there, and I think it was a little bit more of the running back coming around with that on the jet sweep and kind of rolled up on him.
Yeah, but great job by Tez getting off the block and setting the edge. And great job. Our defensive linemen, especially the second half, Tyreek showed it earlier, Ian Johnson-Kelly right there showing it, to get down the line of scrimmage, continue moving, and they're making tackles in those second levels. And great job there defensively, bring up a 3rd and 7. Here's where we can all of a sudden, you make a big play here, stop them here, and get the ball back for the offense. Anything can happen here.
Everything has been short passes, trying to hit that soft part of the zone. Let's see if we can get up and press coverage and force him into making a bad decision here. Canes will drop the linebackers back out. They showed it early. Now he'll look back to the side for the play. Coach is signaling it in. Now he'll move Guerriere off to his right. This time he takes it. He's going to wants to throw it in the flat. He's got nobody, then flips it out, and the ball's loose. Incomplete.
Yeah, it was an incomplete pass.
It was an incomplete pass. They panicked, though, didn't they?
It was
they
like,
panicked quick.
What are they going to call? Because you don't know what the White Hat's going to call, to be honest with you tonight. But brings up 4th down. Riley stopped him there on the 3rd down. Bringing up a 4th down. Great job.
3 possessions, 3 punts. Well, they got the one off of us. I'm sorry, 4 possessions. They got the lucky break on us and completed one pass.
I want to scoot our guys up another 5 yards. They're not punting the ball. But, hey, hopefully we can get this field position inside of their 50 and do something offensively.
Ramsey Cole on the far side. BJ on the near side.
They're missing the long snapper.
Long snapper might have been
17.
Yeah, now they're going to run another guy.
That's their center.
That's their center,
That's
who
their center.
may not be the guy who does all their long snapping. This could be interesting. And he's not very deep either, so if you put some pressure, you might be able to get to it. He's going to roll right when he gets it. Here's a snap. Wow. He rolls to the right and gets it away. Fairly decent punt. Ramsey Cole makes the first guy miss across midfield to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, and finally knocked out of bounds. Oh, my goodness. He was an eyelash from making it to the end zone. And I'll tell you, he took a little bit of room and made big play.
Here's what I love about that kid. He's only a sophomore. He's not a big kid in stature, but the kid is like a bullet coming out of a gun, and he wasn't really scared of getting hit. He knew he saw the sideline, and he took it. And he could have taken a shot and didn't. Great job, great return, gets us great field position.
I think you got to try and strike early right here.
I agree
First
with you.
and
Go for
10.
it.
Ball set at the 37.
27.
27, that's right. Here it is. He throws it out in the flat. He's got Ramsey Cole and just underthrew him. Boy, if he gets just enough on it, that is 6 all day long.
He didn't have the time. The center, unfortunately, big rush up the middle there. Center just got caught out to the snap and got pushed back into Johnny's throwing lane, and that's why he couldn't step up and really make that throw. If he's able to, I agree with you. I think it's a touchdown easy.
Oh, yeah. Well, he had position on the defender. Ramsey Cole did. I mean, clearly had the inside. Second down. This time he'll throw it into the flat. It's going to be caught out there by Ramsey Cole. He's got a little bit of running room, and he's going to make nothing into a huge gain.
16.
16-yard pickup.
And I laugh just because the kid catches it, and he's gone. And he goes. Literally within 2 seconds, he's catching line of scrimmage and making a 16. I mean, that's unbelievable.
Canes again in the Pinch A Penny red zone. Pinch A Penny has all of your pool and spa supplies. The perfect people for the perfect pool. That's Pinch A Penny, 3500 Manatee Avenue West. Johnny Squitieri will hand off, and it's going to be Corey Sanders battling forward for a couple of yards. Push the ball down inside the 10-yard line, about the 8.
Yeah, we just not getting anything really running game at all. You know, that's 12 carries for Corey for 36 yards, his lowest output of the season. But we're just not getting any push up front to make sure we're getting any running lanes for him.
Right at 1 minute remaining third quarter. Sanders will tiptoe his way and try to find a seam. They just never really got there. He still picked up a couple, set up a third down. 3rd and 6. They can get a first down around the 2-yard line. Gene down on the sidelines, and Gene, that offensive line's got to make a push here, at least with some protection.
Yeah, and their defensive line is doing a good job at confusing us, and I think that's what we're seeing. We know we can get outside, but we got to get there.
This time, Squitieri takes it, throws it in the flat. It's going to be caught by Corey Sanders. He's up in it just shy of the first down marker. It's going to be very close. And, hey, we're in that part of the game that you got to go for it.
I agree. I think you got to go for it. And I think you got to move now. Move now. But I agree. I think you got to go for it. I'd go heavy and just pound it down their throat like we did last time.
Yeah, I would go heavy. You got to go heavy.
We're not sending the heavy crew in either. That's the end of the quarter, so we'll have time to talk it over and get the right personnel on the field. Canes trail 22-6 at the end of 3. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Your business pulls you in a lot of different directions. Managing HR is just one of them. But you never know what questions may arise. What if you had a team to turn to that could take the guesswork out of HR, save you time by researching the answers for you, and help protect your business? One made up of friendly, approachable HR professionals dedicated to helping people just like you find the HR information they need, no matter what size your business is or the industry you work in.
All right, let's set the scene here. We're going into the fourth quarter. The Hurricanes trail 22-6. It's going to be 4th down and about a yard. Maybe a little less than a yard here.
We can get a first down before going to goal for sure.
Yeah, and I think you got to go big. They're going to come. I would imagine we'll bring the heavy unit onto the field to try and force this thing up.
They don't look like it.
And they may just go with the quarterback sneak and just get the push. Let's see if Johnny Squitieri will go under center or not.
He's got an A-gap open to the right.
He takes a snap, and he's going to drive it forward. He's gotten a first down, and he's going to be very close to the goal line. Let's see where they finally set it.
He got the first down. Good job. A-gap was wide open on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
Good job by Johnny seeing it and just going right there. And, hey, good job by Corey pushing him a little bit. Give him a little assistance. Let's go.
1st and goal, Hurricanes, and I would go up there and run the same thing again. No doubt in my mind. Let's see if Johnny can push it across the end zone.
Let's see the A-gap again open, wide open, the left one now. Oh, nope, right one again.
This time Johnny forward, and he's pushing.
They're going to call baiting. They're going to call we're helping. Watch this, White Cat. Watch this call.
I'll tell you, if this is going to be against us because it came in the backfield.
He's going to say that we're helping. Watch this. I'm telling you. Pushing.
Yep.
Told you helping. Unbelievable. You can't call. Come on. I told you. All right, here we go.
Oh, my gosh.
So 1st and 5, 1st and 6.
This guy leads the world in penalty flags
I tell
now. The world is all about him. I'm telling you, I've seen it in football. I've seen it in baseball. I know I'm critical, and it is what it is. This guy I've seen it for year upon year upon year. One day I'd like for him to sit up here and just realize that it's not right. And now we move again. Here we go.
They're doing it again. They're yelling at us again. It's on them. White Hat's saying it's on them.
Finally, the other way.
They're barking at us. So what's happening, as you can't see it, they're barking our cadence as we get down. They're barking our cadence at us, and that's what's making us jump.
Problem
our
is
guys
it's only half the distance, so it's not that we get it back where it was, right?
Yeah.
So,
but they did that. That's twice now that our offensive line has complained to them. So good job on getting that right. Good job. Good job.
1st and goal again. This time is back to the 3-yard line. Johnny will take it and try and drive forward and slips across one. He's going to get it down close to the 1-yard line.
Like his second effort kind of got underneath
Very
everybody.
close,
Like it from our angle, but he did. Now we're bringing in the big boys. Here we go.
Now here comes the big unit finally. See if we can push some people across. Second down and goal. Don't need a whole lot here. Let's hang on to the football, get it there. Corey Sanders straight up the middle, and I don't know that he got there. No signal yet. We're waiting for a signal, and still they're going to mark him short.
I don't even know if they know what's going on.
It's going to be 3rd down.
There's no way he doesn't get it.
They're discussing if the ball came loose.
There's no way. No, they can't call that.
I don't know. The clock's running, though, while we're discussing
this. They cannot. You can't call fumble. That's impossible.
Well, we lost about 9 seconds on the clock while we're trying to discuss what happened to the football. No one knows where it was, what happened. Now we go 3rd down.
But they don't know any time ran off because they're ignorant to it.
Yeah, but if you looked at that, half our offensive line didn't even move.
Correct.
So we're just discombobulated.
Johnny under center. Squitieri hands off, and he's blown up
from the backside.
Nowhere.
From the backside, defender coming in from the backside and stopping him there. Now we're a little bit, now you're 4th and
goal.
3. 4th and goal from the 3. Got to go for it.
Yeah, I don't know. You need points, but
agree with that too.
If we get a touchdown, and we're happy. But we need points, and I mean, we just can't. We just seem to have one little thing here or there. We're not moving. We're just out of sync tonight.
4th and goal for the Canes. 3 times down there with nothing. Let's see what we do here. Johnny under pressure, throws it, is tipped and incomplete. Nobody, he wasn't even open. There's 3 guys there. That was a forced entry and had no shot from the time we tried to do it. Never looked to the corner. Wide open over in the corner, by the way.
Second time inside the 5 and not coming away with points. And
you don't deserve to win when you do things like that.
Nope, and too many penalties against ourselves. And hey, maybe the defense makes a big play here and we get some points, get a sack here. I don't know. Do you go for a field goal? Do you not there? Hard to say. I mean, I feel like you got to be able to feel confident you can run the ball in.
There's been I understand a lot of penalties tonight. Things have happened. We have done nothing to help ourselves along the way. If there's any way, we've turned the ball over multiple times. Nobody has anything to blame but themselves on that. Can't stop on big plays when we need to. Can't score when we need to. First down and 10, and the Pirates backed up, and they'll get it out of that hole just a little. They'll move it out to the 5. Still 9:30 to go in the ball game, trailing 22-6. Hey, force a turnover down here, scoop and score, and
absolutely
things can change
Never
in a
know.
hurry. I
Never
know I'm
know.
asking for a lot, but
never know. Bad snap, bad handoff.
can't get it if you don't ask, right? Here's a snap. They'll pitch it out to Gary Ayer, who's going to be smothered out there. Good job defensively by the Hurricanes, stretching that one out.
Ladarius Thomas was in there. So was number 90, Nathan Schofield as well. But great job by the defense there. Bring up a 3rd down and 7. This is what you want. Let's go get it. Make them have the pressure on them. They bring their tight ends out, tackle in over here on this side. They're going to run short side of the field.
3rd down and 7. This time Eaton drops back, fires out far to the flat side. It's going to be that should be offensive pass interference.
Oh, wow.
I mean, you decline it anyways, but
okay.
Good job by Duke Dunbar.
Good night.
Now, hey, right here's a situation that you get the safety, right? Get a safety that gets the 2 back you need. You can get the ball, go down and score, and all of a sudden things, you can get the momentum. Safety's huge. You're going to have 2 points no matter what along this finish. You're going to have to do it twice, actually, the way things are set up right now.
Yeah, I think you do some kind of let's go get after it. Let's go get after this. But now this is a new snapper. Remember, other snapper was injured. He had a good snap last time, but now this time the goalpost is right there at his face.
Ramsey Cole and B.J. Backus is going to be punted towards Ramsey Cole. No return to be on, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 33-yard line, and that's where the Hurricanes have great field position with 8:30 to go in our ball game, trailing 22-6.
Eventually, you're down the goal line. You got a good field position here. Eventually, that you got to put the ball in the end zone to capitalize on some of these good things. We moved the ball pretty well last series. We just got stuffed inside the 5. Twice it's happened to us. We got to find pay dirt here.
Andrew Heidel on to the football field here, direct this offense. Canes will set up 2 receivers. They'll go 3 receivers, right? Actually, Weiskopf goes all the way off, which leaves a bit to be desired there because that means we broke with too many guys down the middle and incomplete. Ball was intended for Jacques Randall.
I think Jaquez, he was a little too tight on that just in the formation in general. If he's a little bit wider than that, I think that's a great read by Andrew and a good throw there would have made that complete. But I think he started out just a little too inside. If he's out about 3 more yards, it just opens up more space from him and the safety as he gets about 10 yards deep.
2nd down and 10. Heidel takes a snap, drops back, throws it out in the flat. It's going to be Randall again. This time Randall gets off the first tackler. He powers his way through down inside the 15 to about the 12. And the Hurricanes again are in the pinch a penny red zone. For all your pool and spa supplies, it's pinch a penny. Manatee Avenue West. 8:15 to go in our ball game. Canes trail 22-6 and desperately need to find the end zone here.
Desperately need to find the end zone.
Heidel takes a snap. He's looking for a man underneath.
Got him.
He's got a receiver in the corner.
Touchdown.
Corey Sanders.
Oh, they're going to call him stepping out of bounds on the 3.
Out of bounds.
Come on, dude.
Actually, I think he's all the way back to the 5. They got him stepping out of bounds around the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd down. Got enough room to get a first down before the goal line, but the clock does stop. 7:51, and boy, this is the area of the field we have struggled all night long.
No, once you get inside the red zone, and now you're down under 8 minutes left in this game, you got to score here. You can't mess around anymore.
Heidel with Sanders in the backfield with him, and
I don't see a flag. Maybe a timeout.
No, it's got to be an equipment thing because
encroachment on the defense.
Oh,
there
I
we
didn't
go.
even see the flag on the field.
It's
he
tucked
dropped
in this
it right.
corner back here.
He dropped it right where he's at, and that guy's standing there. I can't see it. Thank you, Gene.
Second down and 1. We have not found any success running the football down here.
Yeah, no, we got to get physical, get big right here.
You got to roll out anyways and force the issue. Look for Kobe kind of dragging across towards that corner. This time he's going to take it, Heidel himself up the middle. He's got nowhere to go.
Little speed option. I'm not upset with that play call. I do think he should have pitched it and let Corey get wide just as soon as he got it. As soon as the guy came down on him, pitch that ball and get rid of it. But that's not something we do all the time, see?
I'm not sure he had the angle on the pitch, though. Yeah, 11 did a great job of coming up the field. I think he took the pitch away from him.
Big third down here. 7:22, clock still running.
Wasting too much time down here. Third down and 2. Heidel under center. He'll take the snap, fakes it, rolls out, and under pressure.
That's a horse collar. That's the same tackle. That's the same tackle. How is that not a horse collar?
He fumbled it. It's going to go the other way, and
how's that not a horse collar? They fumbled it again. How is that not a horse collar? It's the same thing. That's the same exact play that Ian Johnson Kelly got called on a horse collar by pulling a guy from behind on his jersey. The same identical play. No call. Terrible. Awful. But
regardless of the call, you got to be better, and you have to assert your will down on the goal line, something we have not been able to do all night long. And the flag on the far side for I don't know what, but we'll see what else. I think they're just going to wave it off. Sideline warning. Which I can understand because everybody's crowding the line anyways, looking the other direction. And suddenly we go from the 2-yard line and Port Charlotte flips the field and they're down on our 36. This time Eaton will keep it himself, and he's got running room around the outside and ran out of bounds, and they'll stop the clock there.
Game about 9 there. Just a quarterback sweep. Student body right, just run it. Running back's going to come up and be your lead blocker, and you follow him. And just nobody really there to set the edge, and linebackers aren't scraping as quick now. I mean, you know, it's just one of those things I think the air has deflated from us.
Oh, it's gone. The wind went out of that one a long time ago. Definitely down there when you got another chance, your third time inside the 5 and come out of there with nothing. This time it's going to be Gary Ayer, and he's going to walk to the end zone, and that's going to seal this ball game, folks. That's as good as over with. And as shocked as people are here, it can't be any more shocked than I am. At 38-6 was a flag. That's going to be a celebration deal in the end zone, but what do they care? 28-6. Extra point pending. And you go from a great battle of a win last week to really going to have to go back and scratch your head and say, hey, we got to correct things because next week's a district game against Lakewood Ranch.
And I'm not Nostradamus by any means, but I've been here in this situation, and I asked this to Coach Green on the podcast, and I said, look, you come from a really emotional game, physical game, where it's coming down to the wire. You win 10-7 in a close one, to now you come to this game where we really don't know each other, really don't play each other very much. They're a good ball club, there's no question. It's sandwiched in between, like you say, next week, a district game, a local school, Lakewood Ranch. Kids know each other, and how do you get guys up for every single week? And I think we're seeing some of that in some of our kids. There's some immaturity here, right? There's some. This is just something that we got to make sure we work on the rest of the season. I think we were not ready for this game, and however you want to tote it, we weren't defensively or offensively.
No.
And whether that comes down to coaching kids, whatever, we'll figure that out. I have confidence in the staff that we have here. They're going to figure it out. But these are kids, and emotional win last week, thinking you're 4-0, and this is a good Port Charlotte team. This is not some team that's coming here and doesn't win much. I mean, they've got some athletes on their side.
And they average 34 points a game. They're at 29. Absolutely. I mean, they're doing what they do every week.
Every week.
Yeah.
So we needed to come and be able to answer their points being scored, and we haven't. We haven't done a good job of that. And so we have to go back and say, what did we do during the week to prepare, and how did we not prepare to win, and go back and redraw. I don't think we need to throw everything away. We're still going to be 4-1 at the end of the day. District starts next week, but let's finish this game strong. I like to see us get the ball back here and finish strong.
So the kick to the far side, and it's going to go out of bounds. And me personally, I just back them up and kick again.
Yeah, same.
See what they end up doing with it, but I wouldn't take it there. I'd back them up, make them kick it again. As explosive as you can be on a kick return.
Right, and you know what? Talk about explosiveness. We really haven't seen anything downfield today. We haven't seen any, and a lot of that has to do with not a whole lot of time.
Not a lot of time
to throw the ball, but we haven't seen any really passing plays over 15 yards really tonight. And I think we can do that. So maybe we get explosive here.
29-6, 6:33 to go in our ball game. We have a water break on the field. We'll take 30 seconds as well. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Pinch A Penny has been trusted as your community's local pool store for over 45 years. Whether you're looking for the right equipment to keep your pool running smoothly, a free water test, or advice on getting your water chemistry balanced, Pinch A Penny is your one-stop shop for maintaining a perfect pool. Plus, Pinch A Penny Pool Service can keep your pool looking great any time of year, which means you can spend less time skimming and more time swimming. To learn more about all the services Pinch A Penny offers, check out pinchapenny.com.
Back at Joe Cananfield Hawkins Stadium, the Hurricanes trail 29-6 to the Port Charlotte Pirates. 6:33 to go. Canes have struggled all night long. They've been the victim of their own turnovers, the victim of the inability to push the ball in the end zone. In the red zone, it's just been an extremely tough night for the Hurricane offense. This time it's Andrew Heidel across the middle. And
can't even get it there.
He don't even look like he has a handle on the football.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's holding the ball well. But I'll tell you, like you say, listen, twice we were inside the 5-yard line. That's 14 points on the board that we don't have. That's 20, right? That's,
3 times.
That's
inside,
3 times.
Yeah.
So there's your game, and that's the tail of the tape right there. We couldn't score inside the red zone, inside the 5-yard, and that's what your coaches are going to see. And I guarantee you that's an emphasis this week in practice. How do we score going in from the 5? That's for dang sure.
Well, there's a lot of things that you're going to question and try and correct as Heidel takes a snap and gets roped.
Catch the ball.
He gets crushed, and just as I was about to say it, the one thing we have to figure out is we're just missing guys up front. The blocking up front has not been good tonight.
No, those guys. That defensive end is free running multiple times.
He's had a field day. He's going to have. This is going to be on his highlight film everywhere.
Oh, and he doesn't hide. Samuel doesn't hide. He's 6'4", 215.
3rd down and 10. Canes on their own 47. Heidel takes the snap, drops back, fires across the middle, and it's going to be caught. And that one is caught by Kevon Reddick. Enough for a 1st down. That'll move the chains, and Hurricanes are on the Pirates' side of the football, but 5:49 to go and a huge uphill climb here. Almost insurmountable right now. If we was on the other side, I feel real good that this game's over with, and
right.
I'm sure the Pirates do right now. Heidel takes the snap. He almost lost the ball again.
Didn't have the ball in his hands.
I've never seen.
I don't know if it must be. I mean, he's trying to wipe his hands off. Remember in the end zone he did the same thing. I don't know what it is. He has not had an issue like this in the previous 4 weeks, so I don't know why all of a sudden tonight I don't.
He's having trouble hanging on to it, yet Johnny is not. So I don't know if it's a combination of the wet ball, the wet field, perspiration. I don't know, but you got to figure out how to fix it.
Yeah.
Whether you learn how to throw with a glove on, I don't know, but that's very strange. That's the third time we've seen that occur with him tonight. Drops back. He's going to roll out, and that one came out.
It came off to the right. It went a 90-degree.
This is
something's up. Oh, the 15-yarder on them, but so you got to take him out and say, look, you can't hold on to the ball. Obviously.
Listen, I got a problem.
Is that
with
the weirdest thing ever?
Yeah, but I got a problem with that flag. So he's dancing around. Who cares? They got the game. He wasn't taunting anybody else. He's celebrating with his own team.
I can't believe what just happened right there to Andrew. I mean, I've never seen that.
That ball looked just like an individual that just shanked a golf ball.
Yeah, I mean, it went straight to the right.
Yeah.
He didn't even have it. It's like he didn't even have it in his hands. That is really, really, really strange.
Nothing against the young man, but I'm saying this much. If I'm in a coaching set, I can't keep running back out. There's 2 balls in a row in which he has no handle.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's definitely strange. We've never seen it before other than tonight. Very strange.
But I will say this much. This is 2 games in a row in which neither quarterback has played very well. I mean, Johnny's played light years better in tonight's game.
Correct.
When you want to go and compare things. But neither one of them really took it and did anything. And I think there's 2 combinations. One, no protection. Protection hurts.
Yeah.
When you get a little bit of protection, I'm not saying – listen,
we can't run the ball.
Anybody can throw when you got 3, 4, 5 seconds, But other than that, and we're not really separating ourselves as far as receivers from the defenders and getting yourself open. This time he's going to throw it out and incomplete, trying to get it to Bon Bean, and again, under pressure and running for his life.
Yeah, pressure off the edge there. Kevon Smith's got to step up, and Keyshawn Shoes got to step up and take that edge guy, and linebackers typically going to win that battle every night, going against a running back, man-to-man blocking. But again, kind of a weird ball coming out of his hands right there. So. Just something weird tonight with everything. It just seemed off everything.
Yep. He has not had a good night at all. Keyshawn Smith in the backfield. Trying to take a look at
well, here they are trying to put a new ball in, and it falls 3 times on the grass.
Jackson Rush has entered the game ever since we lost Nico Rodriguez. He has been playing the left tackle position. This time under pressure, throw the screen, and it's just dropped.
Keyshawn can't catch the screen. It's just
it just goes hand in hand with everything else that's gone south so far tonight. Yeah,
they're just
we haven't caught the ball, we haven't thrown the ball well, haven't caught the ball well, have not protected the football tonight.
Have not blocked well.
No. Every facet of the game has not been good so far. That's offense, defense, that's everything. I mean, can't really throw special teams in there because, well, in a way I guess we can because we had a couple of.
Well, we did have the missed extra point.
Missed extra
point.
Couldn't
catch the ball, the snap, and put it down.
2 nearly blocked punts. That's not the punter's fault. That's protection. Here's a snap. Heidel looks to his left, throws it in the flat. It's going to be caught by, I think it was
Weiskopf.
Yep, Cade Weiskopf. Well short of the first down. I'll bring up 4th and 12. And I'd say this will be the last hurrah, but there's plenty of time to get the ball back one more time. But all for naught. The Canes are going to fall to 4-1. I'll be honest with you, 4-0. Me, I'm as shocked as anybody else we started out 4-0. I get it. Some of the teams weren't very good that we played along the way, and we did what we were supposed to do. Getting away with a win last week against Braden River, we were kind of fortunate. So, and I say fortunate, we had opportunities in that game that it could have gone the other way, and the game could have been a larger victory as well. This time, and that ball just squirted out again.
I don't get it.
I have never in my life
seen twice seen that happen from a quarterback. It slips out
In the
like
same
that.
drive? No.
I've never once seen that. I have no clue what. I don't know. Cannot even explain it.
I'll tell you what. I don't know anybody could ever explain it.
I mean, that ball did not go 2 yards in front of him. It went to the right about a yard and a half. And
Hey,
yeah.
The only thing good right now is there's 4:20 to go.
Yeah, I mean,
some people in this world like 4:20. Me personally, it's not for me.
I
but
think
we're okay.
I think this is a wake-up call, to the team that, hey, you got to make sure every game you come out here and play to the best of your ability. We haven't tonight. There's no question.
I will say, I do know this much. You regroup, do what you got to do. You're still going to vie for an opportunity. You got to beat Lakewood Ranch. Then you have to beat Palmetto, and you basically can position yourself to still get a 2 seed into
absolutely.
the playoffs.
Oh, listen, one loss of the season is not going to end it.
It's not going to end it.
No question.
I've been here with some very great Manatee teams that started out 0-2.
What I do think a loss does is it, more than a win, is it lets you look at what do we need to improve on a little more, because as a win can mask those things. And so this is the chance to say what do we need to work on, because there's multiple things we do have to work on.
2 things you do in situations like this. You find things that you have to improve on. One thing you do is you don't hit the panic button. That's the first thing.
For sure.
All right. Uh-oh, here we go. We don't need this. And somebody's going to be kicked out of a game. We're going to lose them next week. We have a district game. This is not good.
Multiple guys going at it here.
And if this ends up being
Port Charlotte.
This ends up being our guys on the line that we need. This is not good. And this is where you got to get rid of guys. Well, there's guys clearly going to be tossed. And I'm guessing Tyreek Robinson is one. I'm going to guess that I don't know. We've got all kinds of people out. We even got our athletic director on the field, who is
heated.
Very
look, here's the thing. Look, here let me look. Football is a physical, brutal game. You're going to have times where you get heated at each other. For us, especially, look, we're down 29-6. We feel like we shouldn't. We're better than that. But you can't let it over. I don't know what
I didn't really see what happened either. I thought the play was pretty
scrum.
much over, and then afterwards there's some pushing, some shoving, people grabbing each other.
I didn't see any punches thrown or anything like that by anybody.
I didn't either. I saw some people being taken to the ground. It is what it is.
It's normal, like push and shove. But I didn't see anything, anybody being malicious and punching or anything like that.
Yeah, this isn't the way you want things to kind of finish up. I just, and again, you can't afford when you got games going the next week. I'm tired of listening to people below me, so we're going to shut them off. But you just got to be able to control yourself. And again, at the end of the day, you have to control yourself.
Yeah, you got to control your emotions. There's no question.
I'm not real sure what happened down the stretch down there. It's been a very frustrating game, and as things kind of get away from you a little bit, kids are kids. There's been a lot of chirping. I'm sure it's going both ways, but you got to live. You got to rise yourself above all that. And let's go back to what I was saying prior to. You've got to go back. It's not hitting a complete reset button, but you have to figure out how you're going to bounce back. You have a choice.
Sure.
You can bury your head in the sand and say, hey, it's over with. We lost the game. Hey, here's the thing. You weren't going undefeated, period. All right?
I mean, going undefeated is extremely hard and
yeah.
rare.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So the losses happen. People are going to question. You know what you got to do is you got to question yourself. What kind of heart do you have? Are you willing to fight? Are you willing to come back and do things right next week and get back on track where you need to be?
And I'll say this about the game. I mean, obviously we're going to lose this game, unfortunately, most likely 29-6 here, but there's been no quit in the team. When we've up until, I mean, even this right here, there's some fight, some going at it, but we've had the ball going in. We have not given up any. I didn't feel like our posture gave up or anything during this game. So that's a good thing about it is we fought no matter what the score was. And I think we've shown too in games. Go back to the IMG game where we were down and we come back. You go back to Sarasota, we were up. They came back a little bit. Then we go out and score again on them. We've shown as a team that we can get past some of that adversity, and that's all this is. It's the next one. It's the next adversity. How do you bounce back from this? And I think that we've got a good coaching staff that's going to put these guys back on Monday, back ready to go, to be ready to go from Lakewood Ranch.
Well, and everything, whether you win or you lose, especially in losses, there's things that you've got to learn, and it's a teaching moment. In my opinion, everything in sports, win, lose, or draw, there's a teaching moment. Herein lies a great teaching moment. And it's going to be, can you regroup, take the time enough to say, hey, look yourself in the mirror and say, I screwed up. It's on me, right? And everybody on that team's got to do that, right? It's not just one individual that caused the game to go south.
No,
this is a team unit, including your coaching staff. It's everybody together. We made mistakes. And I say that, I think the coaches put a game plan together. Execution was horrible, right?
Absolutely.
They offset the penalties. I mean,
don't look like he's ejected anybody.
I don't think.
I don't think you should.
No.
I didn't see any punches.
Now we don't know that from here. If there are people ejected, we're not going to know, and we're going to maybe
he usually
find out
says
here.
Ejection.
Dead ball, personal foul
Another
against
one
the
on
Hurricanes.
us.
2 on us.
First down.
There we go.
It'll be first and 30 yards they're going to gain. But no, it didn't seem like, someone's ejected. Don't know what number. 2 people are ejected.
3 people.
3 people are ejected. So that's 3 people from our starting defense.
And I don't. Are they all us?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
I think it's going to be at least 2. I think 2 on us. I really believe, based on the way things came out of there, if I had to guess, it's going to be probably Tyreek and Jerron are the 2 that go. And that's 2 guys that anchor our front. And that's not good for us going into next week.
Yeah, no. It's not good any time. It doesn't matter what it is. Who you're playing, where you're going. You can't have guys ejected because it carries over. And what I do like is coach bringing them in right here and saying, hey, that's not the way we play. And that what we're doing is not the way we do it. And, that's a good thing. And coach bringing them up and telling those guys that's not Manatee Hurricane football.
We'll see if Gene along the sidelines at some point. We'll
Looks
figure
like
it out.
Tyreek for sure.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see either one of them back on. The way they went off the field, I think we're going to see them back. Who knows on the other side? And at this point, doesn't really matter. It is what it is, and somebody else is going to have to step up. Next man up. That's just the way the game goes. Richmond Damius will come on to this defensive line now. Number 52. Hurts to lose Jerron, but we still have Nathan Schofield. So, hey, we lose one guy, but, it is what it is. Life moves on. 3 minutes to go in the ball game before we'll put this one in the books. And disappointing loss, without a doubt. Still got 25 on the play clock. They're just going to let it wind down as far as they can. And who knows what that conversation was at midfield. I mean, unfortunately, you're at the mercy of whatever they decide to do. And I can't argue whatever they do with it, right? I mean, never really saw who got tossed.
Yeah, well, obviously it is definitely Tyreek and Jerron.
Handoff up the middle, and on the stop will be Max Freeman. I'm still curious as to how it all even took place. It's like it was all going on after the play.
Yeah, it was all after the play, about 5 yards behind, past the play, for sure. We stopped the run, and then it just kind of happened.
Second down and 3. Hurricanes moving guys on and off the field. They bring Tez McDowell out, which I think that's automatic. I think some of your star players, you got to start getting them out of the game. You don't want anything else. If it gets chippier, you just can't afford to lose any more guys that are going to start for you and do things next week. This time, Bryce Eaton takes the snap. He'll hand off up the middle. And On the stop will be number 11, Alex Papali.
Good-sized kid, Papali. Really, maybe he's a guy who gets a chance to come in and play a defensive end spot, and maybe he makes a mark here. Really good-sized kid, and actually pretty strong kid. Also throws the disc really well.
Schofield kind of got rolled up on that one. Third down and 1, just under, right at 1 minute to go in the football game. Be interesting to see what the end result will be, because the suspension is going to be a minimum of 1. I don't really know how far it got. A lot of it has to do with how it's written up and what's said, and I do have an official at my call if I need to ask that question. We'll keep that for after the ball game. He'll kind of have an idea of what's going to take place, but I don't really know what the suspension goes. I knew what it was back in baseball, and a lot of it had a tendency to go what they thought what the severity of it is, and then they'll make a decision. But
yeah, and I'm pretty sure they're suspended for a game. Obviously it's all up until 2 minutes left in the game of next week.
So Port Charlotte will take a knee. That'll do it for tonight's ball game. The Canes on the losing end, 29-6. We'll take our break here from all of our sponsors, and we'll be back. Break everything down leading into next week. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
GML Coating is Manatee County's concrete restoration coating source. Taking care of Manatee County for over 15 years, we live, work, and play right here in Manatee County. Making sure the job is done right is our #1 priority. Manhole and lift station rehabilitation, wastewater treatment plant infrastructure, and stormwater infrastructure is a vital part of our community. When it's time for the best, our dedicated staff is here for you. GML Coatings is proud to be Manatee.
Are you injured and need legal representation? At Legler, Murphy, and Battaglia, we know that trust is important and that you need a personal injury or workers' comp attorney who will listen to you.
Here's how we do it. We personally meet with you and listen to what you have to say. We get to work immediately while keeping you informed. You get to focus on healing, leaving the rest to us.
We may not be loud or flashy, but we know how to get results. Call now for a free consultation. Legler, Murphy, and Battaglia. All injuries.
Everybody in the schools that have no spirit.
Average size.
It's gonna go back to last season now. No spirit.
No. Look, looking at the silver lining, there's no way that it can conceivably be worse than last season.
Now we're not gonna have no video people from anywhere now trying to highlight us on anything. Can we win the next 5 games in a row?
It's fine. As long as we beat Lakewood Reds next week, or hey, if it's canceled, at least some hurricanes. You know? Are we good?
What the hell? Good?
Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Trade into a new 2022 Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram, and we'll pay you top dollar for your vehicle during the Make This the Summer event. Whatever is in your garage, we're buying at Firkins Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and we'll pay you top dollar.
Hurricanes football on AM 930. The Answer.
All right, Mike.
Well, tonight the Hurricanes fail to come up with a win. They lose tonight's game 29-6. Disappointing game. And, Gene, we'll start with you. Things just from start to finish, we thought it was going to be a beautiful night. We get the downpour of rain, and everything seemed to just go south from that point forward.
Yeah, and I mean, it came out and just right in the beginning, they punched us in our mouth on the offense and defensive line, and when you get beat on both sides of the line, it's going to be a long night. We had opportunities. 4 times we got inside the 20, 3 times inside basically the 3-yard line, and couldn't come up with scores. So, we got to just regroup. 4-1 is not bad, but we are starting to play a little bit tougher of a schedule now and get into that district schedule. But, it's going to be interesting to see how, this team recovers. Do we look ahead and be that 4-1 team, or do we look back to last year when we had some difficulty going against us and we had a little bit different of a season? But I'm looking forward to this team recovering, and I think we'll be fine and get next week. Obviously, we're going to have a couple of players that, depending on what happens, how their suspension goes, and hopefully it's just one game.
I agree. And Chad, when you go back, and I think ultimately we said it going into the end of the ball game, it's all about regrouping. And you know what? Life's about ups and downs and roadblocks along the way. The question is, are you going to face it head on, or are you going to turn around and walk away from it? Now, you got to find a way to get up and over it.
Right. No, absolutely. Listen, like you said earlier, you're not going to go undefeated. Undefeated is very tough to do. And how you respond to games like this, how you respond in games to adversity, how you respond to games where you thought you should have played better and you didn't. Really, it comes down to not next week, Friday. How do you respond Monday at practice? How do you respond this weekend if you need to get treatment and that sort of thing? How do you watch film and do the things you need to do to prepare?
You want to talk
That's the big thing.
Yeah, and you talk about a week that could be crazy because the looming hurricane coming.
You never know.
You're going to lose practices, so it could be an extremely short week. Somehow you got to figure out how to get over things. And there are just times. I've been a part of coaching baseball a long, long time, watching a lot of football games, and even in coaching baseball, there's games in which you just say, man, it just wasn't our night, right?
And it definitely seemed like that tonight. We were watching Andrew throw the ball like he did. Just didn't seem like it was our night.
No, and when it's not your night, you got to be good enough at this time of the season to say, hey, you know what's best? The best thing is, season ain't over, right?
Absolutely.
You got another game to play. It wasn't like the last game of the year, so you got another one.
Yeah,
play.
districts start next week. So.
Absolutely. So, well, until next week, hey, the Canes losing tonight 29-6. Next week we will be on the air at 6:30 with a 7 o'clock kickoff. We'll be back to bring all of you the Manatee High School football action. Until next week, everyone, so long.
Good night, guys.
Have a good one, man.